New dog this morning. Good day, everyone. We'll wait for everyone to arrive. I'm going to be brushing out this dog a bit before going to the bath. Yeah, because he's got some knots. So his name's Enzo. Hang on, honey. I'm going to bring this in a bit closer here. Yeah, his name is Enzo. I'm going to have to repeat this, I think, twice because I like to start, when I start my lives, I realize that it's better to start talking right away because if ever you're watching this after it's been recorded and uploaded, then the person gets to see and hear what I'm talking about instead of me having to sit here and wait for people to arrive. So Enzo is a Yorkie. He is 15 months old, and he's got some knots back here that I'm just going to try to get rid of a bit before putting him in the bath. So we're going to brush that out. I'm being sure that I'm just tapping and pulling up and away. So I don't want to cause any brush burn to this pup here. His dad just left, so he's crying a bit. Poor little one. Yeah. Your dad's he's staying in the parking lot. Yeah, he's staying in my parking. In the driveway, not the parking lot. You know, I groom from home. I've been doing this for 14 years now, since 2010. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Elizabeth Jenn. And yeah, I'm just going to get rid of some of these a little bit. He's not knotted up anywhere else pretty much, just around his neck. Tap and pull up and away. Again, guys, I don't want to cause any brush burn. See this matting here? I'll show you here. It's got some, you know, mats is like, it's like carpeting, you know? It's just like carpeting. It's not easy to brush out a carpet. So what I'm going to do actually, no, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm almost done. I think it's not bad. At least the worst part, you know, like get the most out before putting them in the bath. Because usually when you put them in the bath and they're full of knots, that can actually knot up even more. It'll happen often where I'll just put the dog in and then brush the dog, you know, afterwards. Not if they're full of mats. If there's a few knots here and there, it's fine. Because I'll either, if I can't brush that out, I'll try a few strokes. If I can't brush it out, I'll cut it out anyway. I'll just cut it out. I don't want the dog to have to endure too much brushing. And so yeah, his name is Enzo, and he's 15 months old. And this is his first time with me. His dad is pretty particular. He saw another groomer and asked to cut just a little bit because he wants a skirt. And now this dog was groomed months ago, and so he doesn't like that we see the belly here. And she took a lot off. And so what we're going to do today is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wash him, dry him, and I'm just going to nip just the edges to make it straight because we're trying to grow this all back out. I like the skirts when I do skirts, I like them around the elbow, coming around at the knee here. I don't want to see the belly underneath. So, and then I'll blend that into the leg. So he's really particular, and he really doesn't want to see that belly. It's true that he's got that round belly, and you know, makes him look like his pants are too short. Okay, hon? Now I'm using this brush, but I'm not going to be using this brush once he's clean. I'm going to use the similar brush from the same company, but that one is clean. I don't want to be using this dirty brush on top of a clean coat. So he's got some more little mats here. See, I don't know how he is. I don't know if he's going to be mad at me when I dry him or whatnot. Okay, all right. Now he's nibbling my hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys, hang on. I'm going to set him down and secure him in the tub. Give me 2 seconds. Hang on, he's right here. I'm right here with him, guys. I only got 2 hands. For those who think that I'm leaving the dog alone, I'm right here with the dog. It's fine. He is tied. I did it again, guys. I forgot to put my mic on. I got this really nice mic, and I keep forgetting it. So, here we go, honey. I'm going to put this on because I have a feeling that he's going to be jumping up and down. Huh? You going to be trying to jump out of the tub? I don't think so. So you're pretty greasy though, so I find that he's, if you look at the base here, he has a greasy residue. So instead of going with my normal soap for his first shampoo, I'm going to use this degreaser here. Okay? And it gets all hard, solid, more solid, when in the wintertime in here, it's a little cooler, I guess. And in the summer, when it gets really hot, it turns to liquid, like real liquidy. So I'm going to just do the degreaser, first degreaser, then I'm going to give him a second shampoo, and that shampoo is going to be a 2-in-1, because I don't want him leaving here without having his skin and coat dehydrated. Give him a really good rinse. This stuff is long to rinse out. You know, I'll get some on my hands and be washing, and there's this viscosity to it. You're okay, honey. You're okay. And yeah, and I'm going to give him a blueberry facial. So we're really going to give him a, like his body won't have much change because we're trying to let that grow, but his head will have a huge change because his dad used to give him, hang on, I have to hold his nose down, guys, so that he doesn't get water inside the nose that way. So see, this protects there. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so his dad he used to do ponytails on the top of the head here. Wow, that's funny. I don't know. There's something going on. I don't know if there's product on there, but it's really like oily. It doesn't feel like dirt oil, it feels like product. So I'm coming in with this here. I'm going to try to keep my hand clean best as I can. I don't like putting that, a dirty hand in there. Try to do the best I can with one hand here. So I'm just going to get it all over. I got him on his legs, belly, and this soaks up pretty good, guys. I'm going to do the top of your head too. And I think we're good. Let's try this. Oh, a lot of dirt there. Nice massage. So to get in there with my fingers and really give a nice massage. So I'm trying to read here, Rajiv, sweet dog. After cutting the dog's hair, will the dog be growing black and cream color, or it will? No, the same color. He'll have the same color. These are his colors. He's 1.5 years. He's got the black and that coffee color. Look at this stuff, guys. I just love this stuff. Oh, yes, I do. And I'm not going to cut a lot of that hair, as I was saying. For the body, I will be just trimming the ends, just making everything straight because we're trying to grow it all back out. Because the last groom, he had the groomer cut too much. And if you are a groomer, if you're not a groomer and you bring your dog to the groomers, it's important to let your groomer know that you liked it or didn't like it, and they can correct that the next time. Like if you like the cut, I mean, or if you didn't like it. I tend to, I work hard on giving them the cut and giving them the service that they want, they need, but also I focus on the experience that the client has. The way you talk to your client, the way you treat them, because they're not only looking for, the client's not only looking for a groom, they're also looking for an experience. Is your grooming shop clean? Do you have a nice attitude towards the client? Are you polite? Watch it, honey. Does it smell bad? How do you present yourself? I try the best to keep this, I really keep this room nice and clean. I keep this room smelling nice. I have incense going, or I always have a filter. Also, an air purifier filter to keep the air clean. I sweep up and clean up before every time every time the client comes back. I try to keep it nice and clean so they don't walk into a whole bunch of hair. So, if you have to take 2 minutes to just start cleaning up before calling your client, then when the client will come that you're going to have you'll have a nice clean environment for your client. You got to keep that ear closed, honey. Sometimes it's happened where I wanted to clean up before, but then as soon as I'm done the dog, I'd call the client, and then the client was parked right there, and then I didn't have time to clean up. Well, that's me. I like to offer an experience to the clients, and I think it's working. It's important, How would you like to experience bringing your dog to the groomers? That's how I see it. Or for anything, for that matter, any type of service that someone offers. If you're giving a nice service, being polite, keeping things clean, and being prompt, calling back when the client calls, not calling back 2 days later. Anyhow, that's just my 2 cents. That's how I function. I'm going to give him a second shampoo here. And this is the 2-in-1. It's from Top Truck. So much soap. Yeah, the soap. This stuff is a degreaser. That soap, it soaps up pretty good. I might have put a little too much. That's fine. It's, I didn't know how it would turn out, so I didn't want to put my hands back in there, but anyway, that's my thing. But I'd rather having soap than not enough soapiness on the body, because if your soap is not soaping, it's not bubbling, it means your pup is still greasy. Okay. What's up, Granny? Oh, what's up? My Christmas tree isn't up. I'm waiting for, I just got myself one of those pop-up Christmas trees because this Granny doesn't have time. Doesn't have time to set up a Christmas tree because I'm working too much. Working a lot. Got a lot of clients. It's Christmas time. Yeah, poor dog. I don't understand why people say poor dog and stuff like that. Can you answer that for me? Why is it a poor dog? Because I'm taking care of him? You want to see a poor dog? Go check out my latest video. Latest 2-3 videos ago, I groomed this dog that has that was never groomed, that hasn't been groomed in over a year and a half. That's a poor dog. But I'd really like you to answer what you mean by that. Poor dog, I'm taking care of you. Is it because you're crying? Is it because you're crying? Huh? Yeah. Oh, I just unraveled there. All right, so this is, I'm giving him a little facial here. It's going to be all clean. It's going to feel good, huh? Yeah, he was really dirty. Really, really dirty. I'm going to rinse you out and we're going on the table to dry you up. We have to dry this up. And so I'm not getting any answers. Okay. So, how's everyone doing? How you guys been doing? I'm talking since a while ago. Anyone have anything to say? Anyone celebrating Christmas or any other holidays? You ready for the holidays? So holding your dog's nose down like this helps to not get water in the nose. See, I don't have any dogs really sneezing much, so when you hear them sneezing, because they got water in their nose. It can happen, but lift up the legs. There we go. And the rinse is really, really important because if the dog's not rinsed well enough, there are chances of the dog being itchy when they go home. He's holding his ears down. I don't want any water in his ears. Yeah. And the reason why I wipe him up like this before rinsing is because when I press down on his ears, I don't want to squish water in those ears. So that's why I do that. You know, I haven't had many dogs with ear infections, so water in the ears can cause ear infections. You know, because the water goes down the canal and it can cause that. Yeah, like that. One last time, I'm still seeing soap, guys, but I prefer over-rinsing than under-rinsing. As long as I'm seeing soap going down that drain like that. Oh, Mandy, you're out Christmas shopping. I did all my Christmas shopping. It's all done. Everything's done except for the tree. All the gifts are wrapped, but the tree's not up. And this is a first for me because I usually have that tree up by December 1st. Tree usually goes up. That's my tradition in my home. And now we're like a week away from Christmas. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I was a little late today. I usually start my videos, my live videos at 10, but my client showed up a little late, and then we were talking, you know, this is a new dog here, and his name's Enzo, and yeah, so my client was just a little late, and we needed to talk about what we were going to do next with this cup. So I'm pretty much done rinsing him, and now it's time to bring him out on the table. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Elizabeth Jenn. I've been grooming since 2010. That's 14 years now. And yeah, I groom about 4 pups a day. There's no more soap, guys, going down that drain, so it's safe to wipe them up now. No more soap. Oh, really? So I have no idea how he's going to react to the drying. I'm seeing HLO. Is that what HLO? Does that mean hello? Is that an H or an N? Sorry, I can't see very well from here. Yeah, you're fine. You're all good. You're all good, honey. We're going to set you up on the table. I'm going to dry you a bit here. I want to leave you over there. Yes. And your little feet. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, guys, let's go to the table. Here. Just need to secure the dog on the table there and right here. Oh, he's crying. All right. His dad's waiting for him outside. This is the brush I was using to take those mats out first. So I'm just going to set that right in there, in the tub, the sink. Not really a tub, right? It's a sink. And wash it later. All right. So, what time is it? Here it's going on 20 to 11. Bless him with his little whimper. Yeah, I know. He's all worried. His dad, as soon as his dad left, he started that. He's only 15 months old, so. Well, yeah, you're still a baby. Yes, you are. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of this here. And let that soak before I dry him. I need that to penetrate. Put some on his head here. Here, come on, hang up here. Hide that. This side here. All right, let's brush him out with my wet brush. And I'm just flicking up and out. I don't want to pull on his hair. Really good to do this before you start drying the dog. Helps separate the hairs. It helps all of that product that I put in, the leave-in conditioner. It's a conditioner. It helps that soak up. This, tap, pull out the way. See, he doesn't get too mad. If he had a few knots on his head that kind of matted up, but I got rid of most of it. There's still some. Right, little one. No. If I'm feeling while I'm brushing, if I feel that there's a resistance, you gotta kind of pull up and away. You don't want to just drag it out, and you don't want to be pulling like that, right? Tap in, pull up and away. Yeah, there's gonna be more brushing to do here once it's dry. Also, you're all good. You need to see those Yorkie ears. This is going to be a transformation for his face, especially for his face. His body, I'm not cutting too much off of it, but his face, definitely. I'm going to give this a little alcohol spray. I'm going to put a little towel over him. Look at this. I need to get a robe. I think I'm going to try to find some puppy robes. That'd be cute. Let's see there. I'm going to come in and try to clean out those eyes. I'm going in with a flea comb. Guys, I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and I upload new videos every Monday and Friday. Sometimes if a client will cancel or for some reason I can't be there on a Wednesday when I'm supposed to be grooming, well, then I will either set it for 12:30, just a little later, or the next day, and I usually let you guys know in the, I'll just leave a message and let you guys know that it'll be either the next day or later on in the afternoon or whatnot. Because, you know, stuff happens. So I got that done. I just cut that out here. I'm going to clean out around his ears and his eyes. Okay, where is my... Why am I not seeing the other stuff? Oh, there it is. I'm going to make it quick. Get on. Here, honey. Come here, honey. Oh, come here. Come here. I'm just going to clean around your eyes. All right. Wasn't much there. You look at your ears. Can you come see me? Hang on. Client asked me to look in his ears and see if there's any hairs in there. There's a little bit of hair. Try to come in here and get rid of that. Hang on, honey. We're just going to shave that out. Now this is a little shaver, guys. It doesn't pull. It just shaves. This is, see here, hon. I got these off Amazon. I absolutely love them. This doesn't cut, but it cuts on the inside because the blade is on the inside. I don't like pulling too much on the dog's ears. But I don't really take a lot of that hair out. I just want to be sure that he's clean enough. Right now he's kind of fighting me. This is all new for him. See how he's kind of fighting me? So I did a little. And next time I'll do a little more. Whoops. Okay, so he does not enjoy me doing his ears. Can you calm down a second? Just calm down, little one. He doesn't like that. All right. We gotta check out the other ear. I'm gonna use a clean one. See if there's anything in there. Let's take this out. It's gonna just shave the inside. That feel good? Yeah. That's it. Take the hair out. All right. The only way I'll take the hair out is by cutting. Sometimes I'll do some plucking. It depends on the dog too. Hang on. I think I'm gonna cut some of this out. Hang on. Let's put that up. And guys, I am just on the edge of the ear here. You do not put this inside the ear. I just on the edge, and I'm just on the edge and twirling like this. And see what came out. It cuts. It shaves. These things are you know, to when you're cleaning the inside of your nose and you're cutting those little hairs. That's what these things do. So instead of pulling, I like to just shave it out. I find this is a really cool alternative. You know, it depends on the dog. Sometimes I'll pluck. Sometimes I'll use that. It depends how much hair is in there. It depends on the client. I usually don't pluck, but if the client asks me, I'll take some out. And he had a lot, so now his ear is all cleaned out. There. All right, so we're going to dry him. Before drying him, I want to see his bum. Everything going on back here. We're all good. Sometimes there's little poopers there, and I need to clean those out. All right, so yeah, that ear shaver is, it's actually not an ear shaver, as I was saying, it's for the nose. And I just find it works wonders. It's just something that I like to use. And when you're just turning it, it just cuts and shaves those hairs, just shortens it, instead of having to pull it out, pluck it all out from the inside of the ear. Some clients want me to pluck. If I'm just trying to clear out that ear a bit, I'll use that. So. Right. You ready to be dried, honey? Time to dry. We're all done all the cleaning part. I do all of my cleaning first. Brush out and everything, get them ready for the dryer. What's going on with this here, guys? Wow. Okay. What happened here? Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. So the dryer's gonna be a little loud, so if you're, you may want to lower the sound a bit if it gets too loud for you. So again, this is my first time with him. I've never dried him. I don't know how he's going to react. I set him up here because I don't want him flipping and turning all the time, so I put a little belly band there. I'm going to see how this is going to be. All right, put my mask on. No more hairs in my nose. I always have to. All right, here we go. off the drying, and the rest of the drying is going to be done with a smaller dryer. I'll try this on and I'll try this one. I'm just going to read here if anything. Poor thing is cornered. Yes, there's a reason why we corner the dog. This is, I'm replying to Nicole at Lego Addiction. Okay. Nicole, the reason why we need to tie the dog to the table is to secure him, because you noticed how he's jumping, he wants to jump and down. I don't want him falling off the table. So if you wash the dog, you need to dry the dog, and that's one way to go to be able to get your job done. And yeah, so that's why I secure him to the table. I don't want him turning and spinning and on this here, because they'll tend to do that. And then I'll be fighting him like this, and then a lot of YouTube people on YouTube are going to say, you're fighting your dog, and they're going to be, stressed out about the fact that I'm fighting the dogs. I'm securing the dog on the table to be sure he's not spinning around and not getting hurt. So I'm taking responsibility for keeping him safe. So that was that one. I think the pup wants some earplugs. Maybe. I need my schnauzer cut and clean. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to continue on. I'm going to try a smaller dryer here for the dog's head and see how he reacts. They always come in nice and slow. If the dog is kicking and pulling his head like that, you gotta stop. You do the best you can, as much as you can, but you have to know when to stop, because you don't want the dog to get hurt. Okay, so I did a little bit. I did a little bit. So yeah, I had answered a while ago, someone was saying, poor dog, because I was washing the dog. And I was mentioning that there's another video that I recorded of a poor dog that was actually a poor dog. And just a few weeks ago I posted that up. Little Shani. She was pretty knotted up, so, you either groom the dog or you don't groom the dog. So, and I choose the dogs be groomed because it keeps them healthy and happy. There's a little knot in here, get some of that out. See, the knotting's pretty much around his head, around his neck area here. It's got a lot of knotting in there. Tap and pull up and away, tap and pull up and away, because we don't want to cause any brush burn. And okay, so I did a little bit of the brushing. That's just help separate the hairs. So I'm going to dry a little more. Hold them close to me. Come in close. And you can block the ear so they don't get any air in the ear. And if the dog really, really doesn't like it in the sense that he's fighting me and all that, I'll just let the hair dry on its own. I prefer drying the head. The cut is always better, and it's cold outside, so. But usually they're pretty dry. I say it's cold outside, but they're dry pretty much once I'm done. Because I start with the body and I finish with the head. But I just don't want to have a humid head in a week. Hey, summertime would be a whole different story, huh? Yeah. See, it's much better with this dryer than with the other dryer. The other dryer dries faster, but I don't like using it on the head. If I had to use it on the head, I would bring the dryer further back, and that's how we usually do it. And you just, hold it back. this, guys. It's a little humid around the neck. This is his first time with me. I'm just going to see if I can reply to any. I'm just reading, guys. Sorry, I had to give my mom's cat a spa day. Clean, dry, and they went back and trim. Yeah. All right, guys. So next, let's brush them out. Oh yeah, we need to brush you. Just gonna bring you closer here. Just gonna give him a brush. Remember, guys, I mentioned that it's really important to tap and pull up in a way. I will always repeat that because brush burns are just so horrible. Horrible. I don't want to, I'll pretend here. I'll put my hand on top of the slicker here. I don't want to do that. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't want to brush the dog on the body. You just want to tap and pull up. And then when you go faster, that's what it would look like. I'm tapping and pulling up. Let's see. He's still wondering what it is. Really? He's still crying? Why are you still crying? Huh? I'm going to come in and use this is a mat knife. This knife here. Call it a knife. You know, it's comb, mat comb. It cuts on one side, this cuts here, and this side does not cut, okay? And when I go onto the skin, that doesn't cut, it's only cutting in front. So what I'll do is I'll just hold the skin back there, and I use a sawing motion. You can't just take this and pull out. It's not electric. This is not electric. You cannot just put this onto the dog's body and then pull. That's not how to demat properly. You need to hold the hair back there and a light, we're not pulling. I'm just lightly sawing it out, okay? Sometimes I'll come in and pull up, saw up, like this. You hearing that? It's just a light saw. I'm holding it lightly. We're not pulling. We don't pull. This is not electric, guys. Although it would be great that they'd invent an electric one. Do they exist? Are there any out there? Okay. All right, so I think I got, what this does, it just separates the knots, the mats in little pieces so that when I brush out, it'll be easier to take those knots out. A whole bunch of knots in there, see that? It's coming out easy like that. Kind of with my comb, tap and pull up and away. This one's a little tighter, so I'm going to come in. You need to use your tools properly, guys. You don't want to hurt these little ones. You know? You want them coming back and not being so stressed out. Although a lot of them are very stressed out, even though they've been with me for 10 years, 12 years, 14 years. Some dogs just don't get used to the grooming process. They just don't. Some, it's just because mom and dad are not there, you know. They have anxiety because the mom and dad are gone. Turn you around. We're all done the top part. I'm just holding him at the jaw here. There's a huge knot here also, so I'm just going to hold behind the tool. Hang on. I know it's not your favorite thing, but we got to get these knots out. If you don't get the knots out, that's going to end up sticking to your skin, and it's going to end up causing you skin problems. That's why we groom dogs, guys. We need to keep their skin healthy. Okay? Dogs out in the wild, no, they don't get groomed, but they die after they're, 3 years old? They get all matted up, and they get infections, and they get bugs in there, and they get all kinds of stuff. So grooming is the reason why our dogs are living longer now is because of the grooming. You know, I'm just going to come out and cut this out here, this one here. You don't want me to do this? So if you're not grooming the dog, you're not keeping the dog, and that's like you not washing. You wouldn't wash your body, wash your hair. It won't be long that you'll end up having itchy skin and the products that we use, you know, they're formulated for, there are scientists behind these bottles of shampoos, you know, there's laboratories to see that it's okay. I know there are companies that maybe are not as good as others, that, you know, cheaper brands, and that's why we pay more expensive for certain brands also, because there's more studies that are put into that. So he's all dematted around that. He's got a few more knots here. Guys, I did some before putting him in the bath. He's not liking this. See, he's pulling out his teeth a little. I'm not afraid of the pop. He's just trying to tell me. He's not a bad dog. He's just trying to tell me he does not like this. You don't like it, I'm going to just cut it out. You know? There are certain places that I can cut. I'm just going to take a little bit off like that. And I won't, you know, especially around the legs here. They just don't like it. They don't. And he's got some here. He's not going to like me brushing there. I know now. I can see how he is. So I'm just going to take some like that out with my scissors. And try inside here, guys. That I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try, honey. I'm going to have to tell your dad there was a huge knot there. We have to cut that. That might leave a hole, but I prefer leaving a hole than having him be too stressed out about it. All in there. No, 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 no. No, get your nose out of there. No. He's trying to bite my thumb. Show me your belly. Can I see your belly now? Oh, show me that belly. Why are you biting me? Why are you biting me? You good boy. He's all stressed out. The rest under his arms, I'm going to try to get there with the clippers. Okay. All right. When I see your back legs. Show me your back legs. Tap and pulling out. Tail. This is one worried dog. Your dad's going to come back. He's just outside. He's not far. He's right there. He's so happy to see you. You're going to be nice and clean for Christmas time. And your front feet, are they okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm done with that. All right. So let's do his pads here. His paw pads. Now that he's brushed out, we can get on with cutting. We clean out the paw pads with the 30 blade here. I like the 30 blade, it cuts nice and short. Some dogs are a little more sensitive to the 30 blade. If there's some sort of sensitivity, I'll write it down in the I'll write it down on his card. This is fine. So, and I don't want to do any digging with the 30 blade. I don't like digging. Just got to make sure there's nothing caught there. What's going on in here? okay. Can you turn around? Nice clean pad. You gotta get rid of this, guys, because these pads end up knotting up and matting up. And can cause problems between their toes. In the winter time, there's a lot of snow. A lot of that snow gets caught in those toes, and that actually hurts because it's really cold. They end up having very stinky feet. You bring in all kinds of debris. You gonna do your belly, honey? Show me your belly. Up. Thank you. You do your belly. Thank you. There you go. I'm going to get rid of all of that on the top here because when he goes to the bathroom, she's going to pee on himself. And we don't want that. It's going to be smelly. You got to get rid of that hair here also because that gets pretty gunky and we don't want to have any infections there. I'm going to do under his arms. I'm going to check to see if there's anything anyone left me as a comment. You're not sure about that under your arms. He doesn't like his underarms done. Toss your little nose. There, you're okay. You're okay. What are you doing back there? Come on, get closer. No. Hey, you're a little too far back, honey. You just gotta check these guys out. You never know what they do. When they're backing up like that, I don't like that. You gotta keep them tied, guys. You gotta keep your eye on them. You don't want them falling just the same. Still, keep an eye on them. There, underarms done. Can I see something? Because I saw them over here. This seems to be a knot. There. All right, so all of that's done. Sandies are done. Time to do his body here. No, first we're going to start with his nails. Again, this is my first time with this little one. His name is Enzo. He's 15 months old. Today we're just going to be cleaning up just around the skirt. We're trying to get that skirt to grow a little longer. So all I'm going to do is just clip a little bit. So take some of that out before. Now we're going to clip just a little bit of the nails here. Oh yeah, I want to check to see if anyone asked me a question. Ask me, guys. I'm here for questions. Please ask me intelligent questions. And I'm really here for serious people here. I'm here to help. I'm here to teach. Just the tips, because his nails are not very long. Cut around those pads. Again, I'm sorry if you can't see. Not always easy, these camera angles here, and I have to be in front. So I'm going to cut here. Just the tips. They're not too long. I guess Dad must be doing them at home. Just a little bit there. Let's do that last paw, and then we're going to get to your skirt here. Get to the last paw. And if ever there's any sticky outies, guys, I get it afterwards anyway. I'm just trying to get rid of some of that hair so that I can see better when I'm cutting the nails. Sometimes I'll cut the nails first and clip after. Depends on the length, I guess. How I'm feeling. All right, any questions here, guys? Okay, let me see something? I am going to read now. What are you doing, lady? Lady. What breed is your puppy? Puppy is a Yorkie. If you don't groom the dog, they have mats, which hurt. Yes. Get ear infections, yes. So is also assessing his health. Yes. Julie, yes. Julie, yes. Dina, good answer, Julie. Yes, Dina. Lee and Mandy, they are actually doing that now. I've seen several dogs with mullets. Okay, can't wait to see how it's done. Would love my dog to have one. Fox Terrier, we found an embedded foxtail in her paw. See, that's another thing. While you're grooming a dog, you can find, fleas, you can find problems, skin problems, you can find bumps, lumps, and where you can bring them to the vet right away. So grooming is about dog health. It's about animal health. It really is. We have a trained eye, we're looking at the skin, we're looking what's normal, what's not normal. There's this one pup that came in, the toes were really greasy all the time, and the dog had really a lot of inflammation. That dog was, if it hadn't been groomed, I wouldn't have caught that on time. The dog was suffering. It had itchiness going on, so it's like, child and person front. Baby wipes are awesome. I use baby wipes a lot. Press on, not person. Peas on, not person. Okay. You only use toenail snippers, or do you use a Dremel? I use a Dremel. Look, he's laying on me. Poor little pup. We got to get back to him. I use a Dremel. I have two different types of Dremels. I have the big nitty gritty one. I have this little one just softly for smaller toenails, and it kind of, makes them nice and soft. I use these big clippers, and I have smaller kitty nippers, and I also use a nail file for when that nail curls in. Sometimes a nail will curl right in like that, and it's like, how do you want to cut? A lot of times people say, well, just jump in and just cut in halfway. Well, I'm not sure where that vein is, first of all. Second of all, by placing this, once this comes in like that, it might be too large, and it's going to cause pressure. So what I usually do, instead, I come in with the metal nail file, and I'll come in and I'll file and I'll file and I'll file just a little bit. It doesn't take much, so that I can get in there right underneath and then do a snip. If I need to file again, I'll file again and then snip, and then I'll get rid of it that way. So there's no pain for the dog. So that is my answer. I'm going to get on with the grooming here because he's being patient and waiting so kindly. So all of the, I'm going to just undo the knot here because he needs some wiggle room. Yeah. So I'm going to get to the skirt and explain to you guys what's happening with the skirt here. Client came in and told me he saw another groomer, and the groomer cut too short. He said that he wanted just a little bit of it cut off, and the groomer went and cut right up to here, around here, and we could see the dog's belly. And I could see that that's pretty crooked also. So what I explained to the client is that what I would do is I would just equal everything out the best I can, because we're letting this grow. I don't want to cut, and we see right through it, okay? I don't want to cut too much. I'm just going to let that grow. Especially, see in here, there's a wave here. Maybe the dog moved or whatnot. I'm not complaining about the groomer's cut here. I'm just saying that we just need to let that grow out. Over here, same thing. I'm just going to pull everything forward like this, because I want the skirt to be around at the elbow, around there. And I want all of that to grow back in, because there's no black here left. See, there's a round little wave there. Here, I'm talking and I'm not even setting my camera properly. So let's get in closer. So like that. So I just want to be able to have all of this. See this black here that's missing all of that black? That needs to come back, okay? And I bring it around here. That's the length I like to do. I'm just gonna come in and take a little bit of that curl out. Just a little. Pull all of this back, and I'm gonna cut the hawk here. Underneath, I'll be sure there's no toe there. Pull everything to the side like that. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm just cutting the ends, the tips, so that we can let that grow back in, and I'm just refreshing those tips. But here, that's got to grow back. Lift up the leg. See? I'm just going to come in nice and straight, back this up. It's hard to be a cameraman and a groomer at the same time. You don't want your dog to stand. Paw, please, like that. Thank you, sir. Pull this all down. I would just tip that end like that, right there, okay? We're not taking much off. I like to blend this in here a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit off. A little more like that. Not too much in the way. He's got some waves and curls going on, guys. Yeah, I want that to grow back. I'm going to bring him towards me like that. So we did one side. His face has been totally different though, guys, because we're cutting all of that out. We're going to make a nice round head. So, oh, so you got your sterilization not that long ago. He still has, see over here, when we have these, when they have their little operation, they shave here for the needle, and so we need that to grow back too. I'm just going to make this equal here. I got to let the client know that we need to let everything grow back. Well, he knows, but so I'm going to bring everything to one side, snip that out, bring everything back to the other side, snip that out. If I need to make anything softer, I'll come in with my nice 40 teeth, 42. I always say 40, 42. I'm never sure how many teeth this, I don't remember how many teeth, but it's got a lot of teeth. See? A lot of teeth. Yeah, there's a lot of curl going on here. Bring that to the side. No, I'm just locking his elbow. I hold him at the elbow so that he doesn't pull out. It causes the leg to stay nice and straight. Okay? So I got one paw done here, which I'm going to probably come back in a good few times because anytime they'll move, and there's another little hair sticking out somewhere. He's got these little hairs that are like, you know, like Whoville, like the Who's. Got a hoofies. I'm going to take that out. Get your hoofeet out. There. Alright, it's not that bad. Alright, we're going to do this one too. But before I want to give him the length, lift him up. Pull this all down. See all of this? All of that? I need to come in from the toe here. You got to be careful they have that extra toe down there. I'm just going to straighten this out a bit. Just a bit. Because we're going to let this grow. We're going to let the rest grow. And this needed to be straightened out because that was not very straight. I'll do my best here too, guys. Bear with me. Sit down. Sit your bum. We're almost done his body. So we comb everything to one side like that. And I'm just following. I'm just following the length of his leg. See all of that? That's got to go. All of that curl. We'll come in and use these. So with these types of scissors, you have to cut. You have to do cut a lot, right? Because hang on, these are not straight shears that, you know, they have teeth. So because there's teeth, you have to snip, 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 snip. The more teeth you have, the more often you gotta snip, but the softer the look. Okay? So I'm just gonna bring this up like that. Try to get something done there. I don't like all that. Here. I'm just trying to straighten all of this out. Guys, remember, these are not show dogs. These are all our pets. They are our pets. There are family members. So we're here to keep them clean, us groomers. And we do the best with the cut that we can for what we have to work with and for what the client wants. See over here, that's where they shaved him at the vet's. So I'm gonna have to I'm just leaving a little here so that it kind of hides it. See all of that here? You can see that. I'm just leaving it there, it curls in, it kind of hides that hole for now. Any questions here? Cat clippers work good for those tight toenails. Yes, I love the cat clippers, and I love them for their little thumbs there. I just noticed the fish tank. Yeah, I have my huge fish. That big white one there that you see, that is a goldfish. You know, I got him, he was smaller than those guys, and he just turned white. He goes outside in the summer and comes back in for the winter, and I just got these guys this year. And that goldfish is about 13 years old. So, only goldfish live a long time, like 35 years, I think. Is it 35 or 45? A long time. So I'm just going to straighten all of this out here. Under here. Straighten that out. Later I'm going to come into the neck and do all of that here. Okay. Do it now, but, you know, I'll usually just come in and I just want to round this out with that. I'll come back in. I just want to finish his back end first here. So he's gonna, you know, it's not much, but he's gonna look a lot more put together. If you look at the foot here, there's a problem going on with the foot back. See, we need to just bring that back in. See, there's a long hair there. He keeps pulling on that leg. So that's not flowing properly. So we're gonna, again guys, we're letting a lot of that grow out. So I don't want to take too much off. So it's not going to be perfect today because I really want to there's like, it just needs to grow out. It needs to grow. I'm going to do the hawk here just a little bit. Some of that out. No, honey. So it flows better. You know, you'll see me back comb like that a lot, but with these drop coats like this, you just gotta comb downwards, depending on what you're doing, I guess. So it's looking a little bit better. I'd like this to get a little longer, actually. I think that I'd like to give him a little more, just a little more of the arm. So I'd like that to get a little longer, unless the client is satisfied with that. And then you'll turn your dog around. And then, whoops, How come that's sticking out? There's always something sticking out somewhere, guys. You set them on the floor. I usually start running after them with a pair of scissors going, wait, there's another one there. Kiss them on the back home just a bit. I just want to see, and I'll just bring this straight down. I'm not taking too much off the legs. Okay, all of that in here. I come in with these are my thinners. They're more, they chunk out a lot more hair. Hang on, I just want to do around here. You can add a shade here. I just cut. Some like the shade, I just do the cutting. Yeah, guys, I may be repeating myself often, and I will be repeating myself often. I mean, if you watch someone's channel where they're actually doing pedicures and whatnot, it's like, I mean, there's only so much you can talk about, right? So it is repetitive. Definitely repetitive. This is the job. This is what we do every day. Cut around the bum, cut around the feet, cut at the tail. So he said that I can take just a little bit off. Oh, guys, I wasn't showing that. Oh, we'll take a little bit off. So sorry for the camera skills there. The lack of camera skills. Just talking and cutting away, and then I turn around and my camera wasn't placed properly. I'm still getting used to this. I've been here for about a year and a few months now. So I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing. Really? You were all fine 2 seconds ago? Okay, so that looks fine. Nice and clean. So I'm going to turn him around, and now we're going to do his head. So his dad said, go ahead. He wasn't too sure about me cutting this whole top knot out. But the picture he was showing me, I let him know that is, that it's a lot shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to scare him too much. I won't go too short on the top of his head. When I say scare him, I'm talking about the dad. I'm not talking about I'm talking about the client, not the dog. See all of this hair, falls on his ears, and it keeps his ears down. So I just want to come in here and get rid of this whole top knot here. And separate that. And usually it's like, we take the blonde, here we've got the black here and some white. Try to come in here and do some of this here. I'm going to go with a longer, he's never had this on his head, I think. A longer length. No, honey. And if they don't want it, if they don't want you to do it, you can do it with your hands. Are we going to do this with the hands? With my fingers? Come on, you can get used to this. Watch. Okay, so he's pulling too much. No. So we're going to do this with my hands here. So this is just another way that I do it. He's not impressed with me playing around his head, that's for sure. Okay. Your papa wants you to have shorter top, so I'll give him shorter. So I'm going to start with a little longer here. So I'm going to use this. These they're my 40 tooth. And it's just that it's softer, so I just came in and cut. I grabbed all of his hair from one ear to the other ear, grabbed all of that like a mohawk, and then as I drop it, see? So I did just a little. I'm actually going to do a little more, guys. Do a little more. Find that he would benefit from a little more. It's always best to start off with less. See what it looks like, assess, and then jump back in. So I'm going to do a little more, and I think this will be fine. And his hair is so silky right now and slippery. There you go, little one. We just just wanted a little more off because we're giving you a real different new look. Watch this, guys. See how nice that falls on the top of the head? See that? There. Okay, so come in and do his bangs here. Just these here. Take a lot of that out because he wanted to have a nice short face so that we can see his eyes. And these here, guys, these scissors, let's say this type of scissor really gives a nice natural look. You can come in and cut with your straights first. I could have easily done this. Snip, 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 snip. And then come in afterwards and soften it up. All of this here, I don't want to pull on your nose, hold a little more because I don't want to hurt you. So I'm just going to snip some of this out. And you always have the center here, you can pull this out. I keep calling it a beak. Just snip all of that out. I'll do it. Watch out. Your dad wants a nice clean face. That's what we need to do. No. I have to hold your head. Guys, I have to hold his head, okay? Because I have scissors in my hands. If I don't hold his head, how am I going to, cut around there? There are different ways to hold the head. If I hold the head like this and I start cutting, and he lets me do it, fine. Some dogs will lift their heads up, and I can't hold him like this. And I'm holding him like this. I have, my fingers are in like this, right behind the ears, okay? He seems to be letting me do it. Let's see. See how he pulls back? How can I keep holding him if he pulls back? So there's two other ways. Either the dog will let me hold his chin, and it can work like that. He might be pulling back. He's pulling back. Try to hold the head down like this. He might be pulling back. So he just pulls back on anything I do. So that means I got to just do the best that I can. Sometimes we do what we can, not what we want with these dogs. We try to manage it. You come in, he doesn't want you to do it, do something else. Work at another spot on his head, come back in later. So I will come back in after to clean this up a little more. I'm going to just try to get rid of all of this. See all of that's got to go. Put my mask back on. See all of that? That's going. He wants a nice round head, he said. That was a lot of hair. So I'm going to bring all this forward. I don't know what happened here, what this is. There seems to be like a step going on. I want to round that out. We're going to get rid of this. And I'm going to hold his ear up here. Put my arm in front. And I'm just going to try to get rid of that. What's going on here, guys? I don't know. So he wants a nice round head. The thing is his coat is so flat that I'm never going to get a nice round fluffy head, okay? That's just not going to happen. Before I finish all of this part, yeah, I don't know what happened here. Before I finish this part, I'm going to do his ears first. See over here what's going on? I have a straight line there and then a curve, so I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm just going to try to round that out. Bring his ear up, because I'm aiming for that ear up here. I am aiming for the ear. I don't want to take too much of that off, because this needs to grow. So the cut that the client wants, he just wants that nice round head. But I would like some of that to grow out because he's trying to get this longer skirt going on. You know, the longer, he wants all of that longer. I'll finish the head, the underneath here, I'm not done. What I'm going to do next is I'm just going to cut them up, tie them up, tie them up. I'm going to switch for a 10 blade here. Let's see if there's any questions here, guys. I just noticed the fish in the minute. That's what makes the blend so nice. Sometimes I'm not sure if someone's replying to me or to another client, to another viewer. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to separate that hair, find the tip. I'm going to take, here's the tip off. Like that. Do the same thing on this side. I'm just going to kind of separate this front end, take just the tip off. I'm keeping my finger behind, guys, so that you don't want to catch that ear leather in that flipper. I'll come to the tips here, hold the ear leather, just tip out. I'm not sure if these ears are going to bounce back, okay? Same thing on this side, just the tip. I'm going to clean everything up afterwards. I just get the bulk done first and then clean up after, okay? Here, and I'm going to go from, I eye it, I take about half of that out, and go right to the tip here. Bring everything forward, fold the ear in half. That, his ears are not going to flop back up. They aren't. Maybe a little, I don't know. Let's see. That half again. And I'm just taking the bulk off first. I'm going to make everything nice afterwards. So I'm going to grab all this hair here. This extra hair that's on top of the ear. Bring this in closer. No, we need to stand for this one. Still has too much hair back here. Too much hair. I'm going to bring it about here. I'll take all that out. I might need to take more, I'll see. Seems messy for now, but it won't be once I'm done. Right. Just that there's so much hair that I had to start off with. It still has some longer blonde hair here that I need to get rid of. Oh boy, I missed out on that. What's that? You just want all of that blonde gone here. We're going to get it. I just wanted it to be softer. Oh, that's very soft. Okay. All right, I'm going to cut a little more. Back it up. Just a bit more. And then we're going to finish off the ears, okay? So I wasn't done here. I like to take this off here, like that. Coming with these, trying to make this round, rounding it out. Like the picture that he showed me, the dog's head was so fluffy. I told him, your dog's not going to look like that. There's this dog's hair. Just want some of this here. Yeah, because the dog's hair just falls flat. want to get rid of the sadness here. This makes them look sad. Just going to get rid of some of that. Some people like that. Just going to grab the side here again. Fluff it up on top because I want to bring that in better. Now this is going to be a very different dog once we're done. All right. The head is so much work, guys. So I'm just going to take a little bit over here off. Hang on. So I'm trying to hold his head down. Hang on. Okay. You just got to always come back in. Fluff this back up. You know. Don't knock it till you've tried it. Hang on. Challenge anyone who's not grooming, who doesn't know how to groom, does not experience this. You don't know what it is, you know. You don't know what it is to be working on a moving canvas. That's what they are, these guys. I'm going to do a nice V shape here underneath, if he lets me. Coming in that way. And coming in upwards this way so that when he brings his head down, there's not too much bulkiness going on there. See all of this? I don't like that. Here, I don't like that at all. Just want to come in and get some roundness in here. All the while letting this grow out. I said today, guys, it's not going to look perfect because everything needs to grow out. Whoa, wait, don't move. Here. Woo, there. Can you show me your head a little? That's a little square. So it really is all about going back in, cutting more. Use your eyes. Why isn't that round? Is that sticking out that way? And you learn as you go, really. I mean, I could be showing you this and explaining everything, but as long as you haven't had those scissors in your hands and worked with a dog, you know, and your results will be different. If your dog is a good dog, if your dog is a dog that just won't let you work with them, you know, each dog is different. So see all this bulkiness here? I want that to grow out. So I'm going to have to explain to the client that I want this to grow out. Okay? So it does look funny right now, guys, but this has to grow out. You can maybe just tip the edge like that. Just make it look a little neater. There are edges here. Like. Okay, you laying down. Are you done with me? You are so done with me. Okay. All right. Just be sure here, pull it in front. Check his ears again. This whole part, guys, is all about just trying to perfect it the best you can. That tip of the ear. These ears are they just won't go back up. Sometimes once they're hit a certain age, if their ears have been held down for so long, it's funny to say, your ears have been held down. If they've been held down for so long, then they won't have developed a stronger cartilage, you know? See? You always got to come back in. There's always something there. Always something there. But you got to learn when to say it's enough, right? It's good enough. Look at that. Huh? He looks way better than when he came in. here. We're trying to get some out of where his lips are, if he lets me do it. Because this hair here, guys, the hair can go around the tooth. They lick it, goes in the mouth, goes around the tooth, and then rots that tooth. I just noticed the fish. Richie, yes, it is a cute pup. He is a cute pup. And he's tired, he's done. I think we're done, guys. This seems to be enough. As I explained to you, the final cut here, we're letting this grow out. I don't want to touch that. He's got that rounder face than he had when he came in. That was a lot of hair that he had there. I'm going to call his dad. Hopefully he'll be happy with the cut and he'll come see me again. I'm happy with the experience. I'm going to put a little bit of perfume on this little one. I'm going to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this morning. I'm live every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If ever the time changes, I will let you know in the community section. And yeah, new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Go check out Shani. Shani was really badly matted. This was a few videos ago. Go check her out. She's really, really badly matted, and wow, that was a heck of a groom. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you. Am I going to see you next week? Oh, next week, holidays. I don't think I have any clients next week, next Wednesday. So maybe I'll set another video, I don't know. But during the holidays, things might be a little iffy. So one more question here. I'm not understanding the language. Sorry about that. If I missed any questions, guys, I'll go in and I will try to read and see any other questions you may have and try to reply that in a video or whatnot, because I can't reply to those questions once I've uploaded this one. So take care, guys, and we will talk soon. Thank you.